Hello guys, welcome back. Now, I already made a video kind of similar to this with the Martian video a couple weeks back, and another offense has been made. Burrows makes a terrible hit, basically a knee hit on Hall. Now, the play was whistled. The play was, I think it was covered by Anderson, the Ottawa goaltender, or something like that. Hall is kind of roughing with somebody else, and he's kind of scruffing with somebody else. He already has other business with some other guy. Then Burrows is over in the corner, just like looking at him, and then he just decides to sprint and just absolutely go just all blaze to the wall, like just to go all in and then skate right into Hall, knock Hall over, and then he goes and then just kind of WWE just runs him over. They're both on the ground, and then Burrows is on top of him, and then Hall has his face on the ground, so he has his back, he has his stomach to the ice, and he's just sitting there, just no power at all. Burrows is right there. He has his knee right by Hall's head, and if that wasn't bad enough, Burrows decides to, he has his knee hanging, he has his like leg and knee part hanging up there. He decides to come down, I think 2 or 3 times on him, and that is absolutely terrible. You can't do stuff like that. Now, I'll try to put the hit in the description if I don't forget. Hopefully I don't. But if you look on there, that's obviously a suspension. That has to be a suspension. My first impressions of this was, it'll be a fine. It doesn't look too bad. And then I started to watch it again, and my opinion changed very, very quickly. That is not a hockey play at one bit. And it makes it even worse that it's guys like Alex Burrows doing this. That it's not like somebody who is like a Philip Forsberg who just got suspended the other day. It's not a dirty. It's not. He's a dirty player, and he's been classified as a dirty player for a long, long time. And Burrows isn't the kind of guy to be a first-time offender. He's had this robe down before. Now, he gets a phone hearing after declining an interview, and I think the phone hearing is limited to 5 games, but because he declined an interview, the NHL offered the interview first, but because he declined the interview and instead wanted a phone hearing, it can actually be beyond 5 games, so they can go however they want to go with this. And honestly, in my opinion, I'm going to give my opinion and what's realistic. I think in my opinion, I think he should be gone for as long as he can possibly be. I'd say like 10 games. I want him to be out for as long as possible because the NHL needs to eliminate scum like this. Like, it's not like Marchand, who is talented and can score goals on you whenever, and he's one of the best players in the NHL. This is Alex Burrows, a 4th-line fringe guy who could be in the AHL any day now. They just need to eliminate guys like this. These guys don't deserve to be in the NHL. There's lots of clean guys that deserve to be in the NHL right now, and guys like Alex Burrows gets the paid, and guys like Alex Burrows just continue to get spots in the NHL, and they continue to do stuff like this, and it's kind of just a shot in the foot for the NHL because it's on a guy like Taylor Hall nonetheless. That could have given him a concussion there, especially after Burrows was even harder on that. Taylor Hall could have been injured for a sustained amount of time after, I think he was injured for a couple of weeks now. And him coming back and almost being injured again, the NHL can't really afford that. He's a repeat offender. He has the stuff in his belt. I think what's realistic for the NHL, I think they'll give them 5, 6, maybe even 8 games, but honestly, I just want him to be as gone as possible. Once again, at least with guys like Marchand, there's a good talent there and there's a good player there, but with Alex Burrows, there's not. Now, keep in mind, this is recorded before the NHL is officially announced what they'll do with him. So, just so you're watching like a day or 2 later, you know what's going on here. And I'll go back to the play that just led to this kind of just awful play. Hall was just minding his own business, not being too rough with the guy with him. He made a clean hit before that, and he was just kind of scruffing with a guy, just minding his own business, and then Burrows decides to be that kind of guy and just absolutely crush Hall. Really, like, hits like those and things like this are really what hockey should be banning, what hockey should be not about, really. Hall just made a clean hit, and then Burrows decided, hey, I'm going to be even rougher with him because he made a clean hit. Let's not do that, shall we? And I could be wrong, but isn't that the thing that the NHL is supposed to eliminate? I thought so. Oh, and if you're screaming at me that he's doing charities in the offseason and he's a good guy off the ice, well, let's be honest, if he's doing charities in the offseason, it's most likely because he wants to get a better name for himself, have his reputation a lot better, and to just distract from all his dirty play, and I think that's exactly what's happening here. But let's say if the NHL gives him 3, 4, or 5 games, that's just sending a message to guys like Alex Burrows that, hey, you can get away with this easier than you thought you could. And let's say if the NHL gives him 10, of course that'll give him a little bit more of a lesson, but I hope they can really give him like 20 games, honestly. I hope that they do that because he has to get the lesson through somehow, and I don't know if the Marchand thing worked. He hasn't done anything too badly lately from that like knee elbow from Marchand, but I hope that if the NHL gives him a huge suspension, I hope he learns from it at least. That's good for today, guys. Guys, enjoy it, and make sure to like, subscribe if you have not, ring that bell if you haven't, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.